Hey guys, this is Harry doing an MSS 4322. We opened up a pretty good rare in White Sun Zenith. It's also a skin wing. Not a lot else really, a lot of medium picks. Just creatures, no removal spells in this pack. White Sun it is. So there's a Spread the Sickness, a Wellspring, no white cards. It's a Blister Stick, a Peace Strider. I think our pick here is the Spread. It's a strong card. White-black's not the best, but it's something. We got a Decimator weapon here, which I've liked a little bit in the few drafts I've had it. There's a Plague Mirror. There's a Burn the Impure. White-red's a more natural combination. But we're not seeing any white, so maybe white's getting cut. Maybe we'll have to abandon the White Sun Zenith, in which case I'd rather have the Burn the Impure than anything else. We got a Gore Vassal, a Flare Husk, another Burn the Impure, so red's wide open. We are taking their suggestion. Go with the Burn the Impure plan. Maybe that Bolt will table, I doubt it, but could happen. Darksteel Plate, it's been underwhelming, but against like a red deck, it's pretty sickening. Problem is all the Infect decks stomp you. There's a Ripper, there's a Resistor. So yeah, white's getting cut probably in two places, since we haven't seen like a white card. It's kind of weird. There's a Spin Engine, an Ogre Resistor, and a Dross Ripper. Those are the three cards I'm choosing between. I think I'm going to go Spin Engine. He's more aggressive. Card I like a lot. Now the white cards show up. A lot of white cards. Leonin Relic Order is quite a strong card. At least he was in sealed deck when I had a couple of them. Sky Hunter I like less. Banishment Decree I like a lot less. I can just take the Resistor and keep my options open, but I really want to play this card. I have never played with it, but reading it over I could see, 5 or 6 cats. Yeah, I might win that game. Even 2 or 3 cats. So we'll go Relic Warder here. He's a cat cleric as well. It's weird, I guess there was so many white cards in that pack they couldn't cut it all off, because that was the only white pick we've seen, really. We got another Spin Engine here. This guy's not so good. Does give you a little bit of reach, but Spin Engine is a strong card. A lot of Quicksilver Geysers coming late. We'll take the Wellspring. That is a strong card. Well, the Spin Engines keep coming. This was the exact pick we made earlier between these three. I still think I'm taking Spin Engine. He's just better if I need to run more planes. This guy kind of hurts when you're trying to do this, Relic Warder and White Sun. This guy, not so bad. It looks like this card's probably not going to make it. We'll see. Spin Engines don't have to be red to play, obviously. Metallic Mastery, because this card's kind of interesting. This is kind of a boring card. I'll take the interesting one. Might get to run it, who knows. Boy, this card is god-awful. The Bolt made it around. That's a nice turn. I guess we'll have a Resistor after all. I didn't expect to get that guy back. He's not bad at all. 4/3 is sizable for 4 mana. I guess we'll have them all. I don't like the Duelist under any circumstances. For the same mana you get a 4/3. Why would you ever want to have a 3/1 double strike? I mean, the deck you have to have for that's like 1,000 Tumble Magnets. Forget it. So we got a Chimeric Mass, which we're almost certainly taking. There's a Trigon of Rage, which is a good card, especially with these Spin Engines. Maybe it'll wheel, who knows. It's a lot of stupid stuff wheel, like I got 14th pick Ogre Resistor, who knows what'll happen. It's definitely the best card. There's no removal spells once again. I'm hoping to shore up the white since I felt like I was getting cut pretty hard that last pack, and I would like to play the White Sun Zenith in the Relic Order. So we'll see what happens. Embersmith seems like the pretty easy pick here. Cerebral Erection, strong card. It's fun, but it's like one of those cards where you gotta roll the dice a little too much. I'm a bit risk adverse these days. I used to be much more of a gambler. There's a Glint Hawk in here. Maybe he'll come back. There's a lot of cards we'd like to have. Embersmith is quite a strong card. We will be happy to have it. Well, this is not great. Bunch of red unplayables. There's a Beast, there's a Darksteel Sentinel, and a Journal. I think we're taking the Sentinel. I really don't like running this guy, but you know, one's not that bad. We can pick up a Mirror still. So there's a Forge Master, which is a card I like a lot. And not a lot else, really. I mean, Rust Relic's a nice card. Probably a little better than Forge Master if he's consistent, but he's not looking very consistent right now. Forge Master could get dumb. I mean, we can already get this guy, which isn't great, obviously, but it's something. So now we're feeling the squeeze from this two-draft deck format where you can basically play green-black or white-red, and we are on the white-red gambit, and we are getting crushed. This pack could just be terrible. I mean, there's a lot of terrible cards left in here, to be fair. I think we're taking Wall of Tanglecore and going to play a more long-range white-red deck. I mean, what else can we do here? I can take Quarter Shield. I hate that card. It's going to be the Tangle. It's a serviceable card, even in the worst of times. Well, this is kind of a rough pick. There is an Edge Right, which is a white card, but it's terrible. And there's a Pinions, which is a card I really don't like. This is the deck for Pinions, though, with a double resistor, triple spin engine. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I really don't like that equipment, but, you know, any port in a storm. I could have jumped on that stupid Surtark maybe and tried to red-blue it, but I think that card's too good to give up. I don't know. Here we got a red Spell Bomb and basically nothing. There's an Ichor Claw still in here, 7th pick. A bit absurd, but you know. Who knows what these knuckleheads are thinking. We're taking the Spell Bomb. It's in color. We'll play it, definitely. And sometimes Panic Spell Bomb's what it takes. Sometimes Ogre Resistor's just gotta bash heads. He needs a little bit more help. Sometimes Kuldotha Forge Master needs room. So we got a Galma's Warden in here, Trigon of Mending, Bullshock Replica. Already got 3 spin engines. I think we're going Bullshock Replica. It gives you a nice bit of range. Here we got a Culling Dais and basically nothing else. The Dais does practically nothing. I guess we can put Relic Order ability on the stack and Dais. Like the old Faceless Butcher combo. Kinda dumb, but it's something to consider. And the Dais has gone up a lot in value, obviously, as card advantage is at a premium in this format. A bit difficult to attain. All this is chaff. I'll just take an uncommon. I can take a Soul Parry for the board. I almost never board that card in, but, you know, could happen, I suppose. Daredevil. I have an Ichor Wellspring. God, I hope I don't have to play Daredevil. I'm not going to play the other two, so... More Twisted Images. I hope we get something good. Our deck's very mediocre right now. It's a bit depressing. We're definitely getting cut white both ways. There's probably a white drafter on either side of us, which is a bit absurd, I feel, but that's what I got the read on. That's what I think's happening. Looking at my card quality, I mean, I didn't see a good white card that pack. I didn't see a good white card the pack before. I could have abandoned the White Sun Zenith. I probably should have, looking it all over critically. So we opened the Grand Architect, which would have been nice if we'd abandoned white and went into the blue, but we did not do that. There is a Revoke Existence, which is a strong effect. I don't have any shatters. There's also Contagion Clasp, which is a card that I feel you really have to have something special to pass that card. And there's definitely nothing that special here that makes me think, hey, I'll pass this Contagion Clasp along. Definitely better than Revoke Existence in my experience. Even in a deck that can only get minimal value, we can still pick up Glint Hawks. Certainly can pick up some more things like Tumble Magnets, hopefully. It works with a few of our other dumb cards like the Forge Master and all that. So this guy took a regular rare and shipped his foil shape anew. There's a Galvanizer, which does nothing in our mirrorless deck. There is a green mirror, which we're not taking. Barb Battle Gear, terrible with our spin engine plan, but shatters our pick. Wow, third pick Arc Trail. Guess we're living the good life. There's a Mindslaver, but I don't think that's for us. Forge Master into Mindslaver is kind of dirty, but you know, Mindslaver's not as great and limited as it is in Constructed, obviously. I've been blown out by it, and you gotta be in like a stupid position to get blown out by that. If you're top decking, Mindslaver basically does nothing.